Ladies and gentlemen,
Boys and girls,
children of all ages,
we are on
episode 35,
35.
Top Rope Talk here on Quiet Corner TV on YouTube. I'm Matt Dumont. That's Mike Moran.
Too sweet.
Tonight's episode, we're going to do a top 5. We've been going by decades. We're going to go to the top 5 wrestlers of the 1990s.
The 1990s is fun because why?
It's really the beginning of like the
turn. The beginning.
Well, like the crux of our fandom. Like we started in the late 80s, but we really started becoming fans.
But you know what happened? Like you had the run, still the high time of the early 90s, then the lull of the mid 90s.
And then kabang.
Something happened in 96.
Hey now. I think that guy might be on both of our lists.
Oh my goodness. I'm excited because this is where, like you said.
Speaking of that guy, our unofficial sponsor.
Here he is.
Real American Beer.
The greatest American Pilsner on the market today.
Shout out Hulk Hogan. Shout out guys at Real American Beer. Appreciate the swag.
Another week.
Looks cool in the studio.
Another week of saying, please come to Connecticut because
please.
Yankee Spirits in Massachusetts.
We're going to chase you down in other states because we can't buy it in our own. It's kind of bullshit.
It is what it is. I know. But we're going to have some and enjoy it.
It's delightful. Mm-hmm. So, number 5.
I'm going to go with my number 5 is the one guy in the 90s that WCW did right. The one guy that they built up. The one guy that rolled over everybody for a minute in the match. We loved it. Goldberg. That's my number 5 of the 90s. Eric Bischoff, he did a lot of things wrong. He did a lot of things right. The one shining star for WCW, unfortunately, it didn't end up right, was Goldberg. They literally, we watched, this guy Goldberg is just running over. He's just literally spear, jackhammer, pin. Once in a while, a press over the head. Once in a while, it was just once in a while thing.
Quick leg lock.
We're like, what the hell? Get hit with a chair.
Let it go.
No sell it and be like.
No sell chairs.
Remember, what was it? What's that? The Mexican guy.
La Parca.
And he got broken in half with a spear. I mean, Goldberg was entertaining. And it was something that at least kept us, besides the NWO for life. Goldberg was that guy. So I'm going to say Goldberg is my number 5.
Okay.
What do you got?
My number 5 from Death Valley.
Oh, shit.
Started right at the end of 1990. Survivor Series.
Beating the Hulk.
The $1 Million Man's secret entrant in the Survivor Series.
And then the Hulk.
The Undertaker.
He beats the Hulk, so he said he hurt his neck.
Started 2.5 decades of dominance.
Really? Yeah. Consistency.
Maybe the greatest single character in wrestling history.
Consistency.
And could alter his character. He was, the dead man. He was the American badass.
Yeah.
He went back to the dead man.
That's what I'm saying.
He was the chief of the Ministry of Darkness. It got real evil for a minute.
And the crazy thing is, the biggest thing is we're talking about him in the 90s. So we're mentioning him in the 90s. We know we're going to go in the 2000s, the 2010s, the 2020s. So right now
he's probably on 2 more lists.
He's on at least 2 more lists. Just saying, hint, hint. So the dead man is my number 4. So what I wanted to reiterate with Matt talking about him as number 5, he's my number 4. He was the first guy. I mean, you think about this, we're talking about scary characters, right? Before
Halloween time.
He was the first guy to be like, oh shit, this guy is he's no selling.
Never talked. Never
sold. Paul Bearer did his thing.
Oh yes! Power of the Urn compelled the dude, man.
Real
cool.
American beer. Oh yes! Oh yes! Ooh. He was really the first guy that literally would do the no sell, come up with come in. I mean, he started the 90s with Snuka. I don't remember who he wrestled in 99. I think there was 1 year he missed. Didn't he miss 1 year for an injury? WrestleMania?
He missed one in the 90s.
He missed one in the 90s,
but I mean, it was 99.
What Matt was just saying about how he basically changed his characters with the time. Because you had the old school Paul Bearer, but he changed that purple look with the really drawn in bags under his eyes. You had him basically
started getting more inked up.
He started literally the first guy that was just inked up. But what we saw, especially into 2020, we're in 2025 now. he started becoming more of that locker room leader. And I think that's what I'll always appreciate with The Undertaker, because he was him. Once he cut his teeth in WCW as Mean Mark Callis with the Skyscrapers, he was a great wrestler, but he really, once Vince signed him,
He kind of dropped the ball there.
there's a lot of issues in
You'll
WCW.
never draw a dollar in this business.
Hey, Diamond Stud.
I think he made a buck or two.
Diamond Stud.
We didn't like him either.
Vinny Vegas, a.k.a. Oz.
He didn't like a couple
He didn't
big
like a lot of
boys,
those
Ole
guys.
didn't
And we
like.
know who, if the wrestling fans know who we just talked about. But Mean Mark Callis, which is his real name. Calloway, my bad.
Callis was the ring name.
Yes, but he was started in WCW.
Heart Punch. Shout out Gary Hart. Giving him a finisher.
He was a phenomenon. If you watch the early, I mean, you can on whether it's Peacock or Netflix.
6'10", 300-pounder doing top rope.
Top rope, and then literally because he was a basketball player.
Yeah,
and
athlete.
He was an athlete. So Undertaker, early 90s, watch him in WCW, coming to WWE. Listen, he beat Hogan for the title his first year in the business. Even though Hogan said
Say that again?
he beat Hulk Hogan, the Golden Goose, as the Undertaker likes to say. Don't injure the Golden Goose, when Undertaker didn't even hit him hard with the tombstone, and Hogan said he hurt his neck. That's one of my little quirks. I'm like, really, he did that? But literally, Taker beat the Hulkster, lost it back, created great rivalries. He could wrestle, he could move,
He could brawl.
he could brawl. Undertaker, my
Got
number
all of
4.
it.
And he could be my number 3 if it wasn't for somebody coming up.
It's funny because our 4 and 5 are switched.
Really?
Because my 4 is your 5.
Okay, let's talk about it. Why is Goldberg your number 4?
At the time, NWO was just starting. Not really super over yet. First year still. They needed something else beside it. You need a B story. You can't just have one.
Yeah. You're going to start building.
And the guy just kind of showed up out of nowhere.
Yep.
And
He literally did.
a couple of matches on Nitro, beat Hugh Morris in his debut.
Yes.
That was on my birthday, funny enough. And just started running through like B and C guys week after week. They put another guy in front of him, like you said,
no, it was
fucking squash.
Squash.
Like the match was never 2 minutes.
But you remember this?
like
this-
no sell a couple shots, eventually spear, jackhammer, pin, wash, rinse, repeat.
Do your flex to the crowd, and the crowd,
Go nuts. Crowd loved it.
crowd loved it.
Very Austin-esque in your appearance.
Yeah.
Bald, goatee,
which you knew, like-
black shorts, black knee pads, black boots.
Yep, it sold.
It worked.
And he didn't drink. He didn't do this, do that like
Yeah,
Austin
he wasn't
did, but
flipping his boss off and doing all sorts of cool shit like that.
But he
walked to the
literally
ring,
smashed people.
beat the piss out of someone, and left.
left. That's it.
He wasn't getting paid by the hour, as some people like to say. And at the time, we're late teens.
Yeah.
Dude was a badass. Former NFL player. Like,
And
we
he
knew
was
he had
just, he
credentials.
was just like, you could tell like these guys come in like when he speared you, he fucking broke you in half. Like
whether you wanted to sell it or not, you were going to, because a 270-pound bullet was running through your midsection.
And he literally broke you in half.
You sold it because of force, not
Yes.
because, it's my job and I have to sell it.
Right. Not even close.
Because he wasn't good enough at the game yet where he could make it look good.
Yeah.
He just came and you just ate it, and that's how it worked.
That was it.
So there's
all
my
right
number 4. Now we're down to our top 3. And again,
And it's and I'm saying my top 3 are pretty much for the 90s. I think they're on point. And I know Matt's going to have his. I'm going to have mine. I think number 3, starting from 1990 to 1998, HBK, The Heartbreak Kid, tune up the band.
another great choice.
And he could be interchanged with my top 3, but I just think because of me being a fan.
Well, he could be 3 or 2.
100%.
One's
One's going to be the same for both of us. But number 3, HBK, Heartbreak Kid, D-Generation X, Pioneer, the bad attitude, but will put on a 5-star match every night. HBK, number 3.
I like it.
What do you think?
My number 3, Hollywood, Hulk Hogan. And I say Hollywood because I say Hulk Hogan as of end of June 1996.
Okay.
Because the first half of the decade, subpar compared to his 80s run.
Yeah. I think it's, we're going to, because, well, obviously I'll add some more on top of that, but we were having the conversation like 90, he passed the torch to the Warrior. It didn't work. 91, he got it back. He dropped it to the Taker after beating Slaughter. 92, his basically send away match with Sid Justice. Wasn't the greatest because when Flair came over, I don't know why Vince.
WrestleMania 8, the quick beating Yoko after Yoko beat
WrestleMania 9.
Excuse me.
So Hogan was still there the early 90s, but he wasn't. Besides 1990,
wasn't the same.
90 and 91 was still Hulkamania, red and yellow.
Which was still grasping at the end of the 80s.
It was. But Vince knew you had to create more stars. And even though we can't speak for the Hulkster, he said he wanted to turn heel in WWF, and Vince said no.
Never did.
I don't know if that was, we don't know. But here's the thing is, I remember him going to WCW, and I remember him being like, okay, this is going to be different.
Not a great start either.
It wasn't great because the fans were tired.
And it was silly bullshit. The Dungeon of fucking Doom.
I was excited when his first match, he beat Ric Flair for the title. Okay, you hold the WCW World, you hold the big gold for a year. However,
I was excited that match happened. I was not excited with the way the match went. There was too much build up. Like, here's the biggest guy from both
and you haven't
groups.
wrestled in a year, and you beat Ric Flair, the best, in the world right now. Ric Flair was in 1994.
And in a shithole match. Like, it just wasn't good.
Yeah, it wasn't a great match. I think
throwaway
that even myself, being a Hulk Hogan fan at 14 at that point, at 94, I wanted something different. So when 96 happened, when he walked out, I remember sitting in Willimantic in my uncle's house watching this pay-per-view. I'm like, I think he's going to turn bad.
Like, that's the best thing about being wrestling fans. Yeah. I know exactly where the fuck I was when Hulk Hogan turned.
I remember watching the TV, the big, whatever screen TV.
Shout out Kyle and Trevor. I was at Denise's house watching it with the boys.
And I said, I think he's going to turn bad. And my uncle goes, are you kidding me?
Trevor was the first one to call it. As soon as Hogan walked out, Trevor said, he's the third fucking guy. And we were like, get the hell out of here. He's Hulk Hogan.
Because here's the thing is, like, as much as I think, like, I stopped watching wrestling for like a 2-year period. 94 to 96, because it really did get like almost too
kidsy.
Kidsy.
We were getting too old, and it was still targeting. It was targeting younger than us.
And it was literally like, so we're teenagers. We're like, all right, we're into chicks now. We're gonna do this and do that. We're not gonna worry about wrestling. But as soon as, like, hey, these WWE guys, WWF guys, Hall and Nash came, it literally, I'm like, okay, I'm going to start watching
You know who I am,
but you don't know
why I'm here.
So literally that it made me intrigued. It intrigued all of us.
What's going on? What is this?
What is this? So,
and then Nash shows, and then, we got a third. Who's the third guy?
Man? So it really did.
And then the match starts, and there's still no third dude.
So they played that well. By the way,
to this day, best written story in the history of wrestling.
By the way, the Hulkster's my number 2 for the 90s. Okay, so I'm going to get to my number 2. I'm going to say, as a lifelong Hulk Hogan fan, that re-energized me. If I could bring up WKHS, this is probably, so my junior, senior year, Matt's already gone. I have in the big green screen with myself and Ryan Doyle doing morning announcements, I have, because I taped it at home.
Seen it.
NWO behind us, and Ryan's talking, and I'm sitting there laughing, watching the big screen because Hogan's there, black and white.
You can see it.
I can see it. And I remember because that reinvigorated me into wrestling again. And I never stopped after that. So I had a 2-year stint, 94 to 96. I really was like, nah, where are the chicks at?
There wasn't much. Yeah, as far as wrestling, there wasn't much.
And then literally,
bam.
It's the turn that normal people didn't see coming. And I say this like, fast forward to 02, Hogan Rock. I was the one guy cheering on Hogan when he was the bad guy. He says, I think the fans are going to turn. And they did. Because they're like, we're going to look at this guy and say, they're trying to push him as a bad guy, but we love him. We're going to turn on the Rock. Because we want, even though he's black and white Hogan, we remember what he did. So Hogan, as much as I wanted to put him number 1, I knew that he can't be number 1 for the 90s. He's got to be number 2. We're under the agreement.
You're on 2. Oh, yeah.
We're under the big agreement.
We have the same number 1, yes.
So who's your number 2? I know who your number 2 is, but please explain.
Your number 3 was my number 2.
This episode is good because
we have the same 5 guys.
We have the same 5 guys.
Which is very rare.
They're shuffled. Because here's the thing:
I've got an honorable mention, but
I think we both have an honorable mention, which we'll say before our number 1, because our number 1's the same, and it's not even close.
Yeah,
it really.
And if you're a fan and you grew up in the '90s, he has to be your number 1, or you're just low frequency.
As much as I love that guy, there's one number 1 in the '90s.
We'll get to that though.
Yeah,
but yeah,
let's talk about your number 2.
I mean, you look at the beginning of the 90s, he was still a rocker.
But he was still
with Marty.
But he was still coming up though.
But they were a great tag team. The Turn, him and
In the barbershop, Angela the Barber Beefcake.
then he becomes a solo.
Yeah.
Then he gets the Heater, Big Daddy Cool Diesel.
Yes. With listen, the sexy boy with Sherry singing it.
Just,
That's what I'm saying. Like he was.
and no matter who he was in the ring with, they looked better because of him.
And the big thing is with him is like that's when the IC title was the mid card or almost the world title.
You're the assistant manager.
You were the assistant manager, but you were working every night to show how good you were.
It was like the TV title in WCW at the time.
100%.
Like, that was the workers' belt.
The U.S. title and the world title were like not synonymous with the TV title in WCW or NWA. Was the title to work you up to
The workers' title.
The workers' title. So
That's why Double A had it like 5 times. Dude, good work.
But Shawn Michaels, that's what I'm saying. Like our list were
Amazing.
almost
Honorable mention. I'll go first.
Go ahead.
Truth be told, I was always a mark for a good catchphrase. And I am the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Fucking got me. Okay. And then you watch his body of work, and it's hard not to put Bret in the top 5. Bret Hart is definitely my honorable mention. Dude had it. Had a couple title runs, had tag title runs with Neidhart.
You know who my honorable mention is?
I don't. Really?
The Nature Boy is my honorable mention for the first time. You wouldn't
The
expect
90s. And
I
I left him off.
He's going to be an honorable mention.
We all know how much of a mark I am.
Yes.
I mean, if you've watched any of the 35 episodes, I mention him once or twice a fucking show. He is reason numero uno. I am a pro wrestling fan.
He worked his ass off in the 90s and didn't get the credit he deserved in the 90s. So
that's fair.
He literally, listen.
I mean, he ended the 80s with the 3 matches with Steamboat.
Yep.
Turned it straight into the rivalry with Funk.
Yep.
Getting pile driven on a fucking table in 1990 when no one was doing that.
Put over Sting. I mean, he started Sting up.
Here's another.
That's what
I was going to say. There's another honorable mention. Neither of us even considered for the 1990s. But you look at it, his career basically started in the late 80s. What was it? 89, I think, was the Clash when they went like 45 to the draw.
I mean, Sting is another one that should be on our list, but he's an honorable mention.
Not there.
Not there.
Great dude.
He's right there, but not there.
And I mean, talking about another turn, like the first 7 years of the decade. The bleach blonde hair, the paint, loving the kids.
And
then the fans thought he was the bad guy when it was the fake one the NWO produced, and they all turned on him, and they wrote it, and he turned into the Crow, and
we loved it.
It was so much fucking cooler.
Yeah, it was cool.
Never talked, never did nothing. Sit up in the fucking rafters. Rappel down on a fucking wire once in a while. Beat people's asses with a baseball bat.
Very, very big honorable mention. So mine, Ric Flair and Sting. I think Sting's both of ours.
Yeah, Sting, and I got Bret, like I said.
So,
numero uno.
I wish we had...
There's no other answer, honestly. There really isn't.
For the 90s.
For that decade, there's one guy and one guy only.
Let's start off at the beginning of the decade. Stunning Steve Austin. And at that point at Stunning Steve, he was a phenomenal wrestler.
Speaking of the working man's title, he had that, once or twice in
TV
WCW.
Title, U.S. title, Hollywood Blondes with Brian Pillman. That's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Like, he started the decade off working. And, my goodness. Do we do this for Steve? How many beers have we had?
Couple.
How about another beer? What?
What?
How about another beer? What? How about another beer? What? Another beer. What? A shot. What?
Hold on.
Oh, how about another shot? What? How about another beer? What? How about another shot? What?
Cheers.
Take it back.
But yes, getting back to our discussion. Great run in WCW. Gets hurt. Bischoff decides to fire him by FedEx.
Got a lot of beers here.
Goes to work for Heyman since he was part of the Dangerous Alliance for a minute over in EC Dub.
Paul E. Dangerous.
Where Paul really let him become
remember when he was doing
the character.
Remember the Hogan skits? God, he was so angry. But he did. That's what started him.
That's what turned Steve Williams into Stone Cold Steve Austin.
And then he shows up on WWF.
Shows up in WWF.
Ringmaster with DiBiase.
The Ringmaster. Carries around the belt. A no name.
Yeah.
If you'd watch, you knew it was the same guy.
Like,
just
this is like,
head shaved. Like, hey, I've seen this dude, but I haven't. Who is that?
Then literally.
King of the Ring.
That's it.
One promo.
Talk about your Palms 3:16.
You talk about your Bible and your John 3:16. Austin 316 says, I just whooped your ass.
Done.
And it's been chronicled. That dude was getting quarterly checks in the 7-digit range on t-shirt sales.
And I love t-shirts.
Not his check.
Just t-shirts.
Not pay-per-view payoffs.
Just t-shirts.
Merchandising.
Austin 316.
7 digits a quarter, kids, in 1997 and 1998.
7 digits.
How many pro athletes were making multiple $1 million a year in 1997?
And the craziest thing
Not a bunch.
The craziest thing is
That dude was.
that Vince used to explain. I remember when he said, we're not going to digress. We're going to talk about Vince and, like, say, The Rock wanted to, like, Stone Cold was making $2 million a year with this contract. Rock said he wanted to make $3 million. And Vince kind of looked at him and basically taught Rock how to make money, which was merchandising, which was X, Y, and Z. Licensing. And Stone Cold, listen, we're not even in the 2000s yet, but Stone Cold in the late 90s is number one because of what he did in the late 90s. He made, whether he was winning the WWF title.
He turned the landscape of professional wrestling.
Because he literally...
Between him and the NWO, wrestling changed. Because the early 90s, it was the shits. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
If you're our age...
I say the mid-90s. It was...
The early and mids were kind of at... All right, yes.
93 to 96.
The end of the 80s, early 90s were great. 92 to like 95.
Horrible. And it's WWF.
Duke the fucking dumpster Drosy.
Oh, Angela, like, you know.
Dr. Isaac fuck?
Yank him, Doink the Clown, all those guys. You know, it's just like... But then we had Stone Cold. And... We would
anti-hero.
And the craziest thing is like
drinking beers, flipping your boss off,
WCW
beating everyone's ass.
And WWE were on the same page where it's just like, let's be different. And Stone Cold led the way.
King.
He's the king. He's by far the king. So that's our top 5 for the 90s. And I think probably a majority of everybody out there is going to agree with us.
You have to with most of
With
it.
A couple, like I said, you can replace...
There's a couple of guys you might sneak in.
Bret Hart, Ric Flair, Sting. I'm okay with all those guys, but however...
Tell us your list.
1 and 2.
Tell us where we went wrong.
Hogan and... Listen, Stone Cold 1, Hogan 2.
Hogan, Shawn, and Steve are top 3.
Yeah.
The other 2 you might be able to debate here, there, and yon.
Right.
I don't think our top 3 can be debated.
No.
We have different numbers, where they land.
We're still the same. We can explain
same 3 dudes.
And we can explain it. How it's supposed
we
to be
have the
explained.
same 5. I mean,
Yeah.
like you said, though, like Flair, Stinger, depending on where you grew up, Sting's probably higher on your list.
He'd be higher than Flair. He would be higher than Flair. Flair, unfortunately, I think in the 90s got shit on.
Sting and Flair would be higher than, say, Goldberg. Depending on when you grew up.
Yeah, it would. You're right.
If you were a little older, those 2 are going to be higher on your list than Bill is.
Depending on when you grew up, but you can also put
I just look at Bill's impact. I mean, let's be serious. I got a fucking Halloween mask of the dude sitting next to me.
Holy shit.
Who's next?
Did anybody find out who Michael Myers is, by the way?
I don't know who that dude was.
Thank God you did.
Well,
you did. Good job. You saved me, so thank you.
He got the fuck up right away, though. I had to go.
You did The Undertaker.
Yeah.
You're fine. You're good. We're glad he's still here, so we're good.
Yeah. We're both all right.
Episode 35.
Coming to a close.
And you know what? We're going to keep it going because in 2 weeks, it's going to be the top 5 of the 2000s, that's going to be, I think we're going to be a little different.
Oh, we're definitely varying.
We're going to be all over the place because guess what?
Much different.
There's no WCW, there's WWF, there's TNA. And really, that's really
that's the worst part about this one, too. Like the 90s one, there's like dudes I wanted to throw. There's an ECW guy or 2.
There might be a couple too, right? Yeah.
In my top 5, I can't. And by 2000s, I really can't because the fucking company closed. So goddamn.
So we got to go. We got to kind of like because
it's like top 5 WWE wrestlers of the 2000s.
AJ Styles, you're going to make an appearance in the next year, in the next decade. So don't worry.
That early?
And in that TNA, yeah. He might be my number 5, but he's
actually. You know
TNA.
what? No, 2000s.
AJ
all
Styles.
right, I got one for you. Then.
Oh, we're gonna digress right here because we're gonna talk about it in 2 weeks.
Different story. Yeah.
What?
Different story. Different show. He's Mike Moran. I'm Matt Dumont. Top Row Talk.
This is episode 35.
35.
Where did the year go? We're in November.
We're almost done.
November is nuts.
We've almost hit a year.
We're almost hitting Thanksgiving. We got Christmas, and then guess what?
We got Survivor Series.
Oh my God.
We got Rumble.
And then we're into
Back into Mania season.
We're into hopefully back to nice warm weather again.
If you guys like AEW and you want more AEW content, please
it is
comment.
True.
Tell us. Like we keep an eye on it because we're wrestling nerds.
But
full disclosure, I don't watch.
Right. I watch highlights.
Yeah.
I watch highlights. I will watch it. But
I watch Raw and SmackDown every week.
Right.
I watch GC Dub.
I watch TNA
pretty regularly.
I watch TNA. Eddie, Alicia.
I need to watch more TNA. It's
NXT.
It's a good.
Yeah, I know.
I just watched Halloween Havoc last night.
Not bad, right?
That was a good show.
It was a good show.
It's really good.
I'm okay with the Hardys dropping at the Dark State. It was a good show. So
I don't know how I feel about them.
I'm fine with it.
As
I'm
a
fine.
team.
My thing
I don't
is
know,
they're a weird stable, but they're coming around.
They almost need a mouthpiece.
Yes.
They
remind me of like a Nexus.
They don't need Heyman, but they need someone as a leader.
To talk. Yeah, I agree.
Because none of them have it yet on that end. They're great in the ring.
Not yet, but it'll come.
They can all go. They can do some shit. Like
it'll come though.
My favorite new tag team.
Who is it?
Javon Walker and Leon.
I thought you were going to say...
Two dudes that can do some shit no one else walking the fucking planet can do.
Sol Roca.
And Zarya? That's a horse of a different color.
Oh, boy. Literally. Hey.
Well, wait, if that's the case, then my new team is Mommy and Io. Because, like we've been saying on this show for weeks now, Mommy's always on top. Number one rule in Top Row Talk. Mommy is always on top. Real American Beer, unofficial sponsor.
Here you are.
Top Rope Talk, Quiet Corner TV.
Number one show in Northeastern Connecticut.
Acknowledge us, motherfuckers.
We are motherfucking too.
See you next week.
Sweet.